is Thomas Frosch. I'm a project manager at a company called FIT in Denmark. Thank you for inviting me to talk a bit about our way of using the Greenbird Utilihive integration platform within our structure and our business. I have a small presentation that I'd like to present today. And if you want more information, you are free to contact me afterwards. At FIT, it's a small IT company. We are servicing the utility sector in Denmark. We are owned by 3 of the major utilities on Zealand. That's the part where Copenhagen lies. Just for you geography nerds. We have had these 3 major utilities. They are customers, but they are also our owners. So we are, in a way, an internal company. So for us, it's more way, main purpose for us is getting the most out of the things, all the systems and products that we buy. So in a way, we are looking for systems that can maintain and give service to all our owners. But today I'm talking about Envafors, which is a multi-utility company, and it covers electricity, gas, district heating, water, wastewater, and streetlights. They have about 170,000 clients and are covering quite a bit area of Zealand. Envafors started using automatic metering infrastructure in 2014 and having, you could call it, both electricity, gas, and water. They had a lot of different systems being specific for these utility areas, and that we looked in having a solution that could cover all these areas. By the way, Envafors, they also are a grid company, so they cover these areas with 2 grid companies, and they are also selling energy and gas actively through SW Energy. So for Danish, in Denmark, it's quite a big company, you could call it that. What we looked at in the integration platform we had was that it was extremely manual, and we had a lot of different manual workflows that had to be done every day. You could say that every day starting out, using a couple of hours just seeing if all the metering values are correct, and thus we looked at labor-intensive integration platform. It was also an outdated system, so we needed to look into something new. And what we wanted was that we, in a way, had an easy way of getting meter values to settlement, thus the customer paying for it without big intervention. And we needed to increase the data quality and also just be in control, and you could say just be sure that we did the right thing and that the data quality was at the right value all the way through. Being an IT consultant, we also wanted an IT architecture that was, you could call it, loosely coupled in a way that we had a lot of suppliers for water, for gas, for electricity, and we couldn't just say, just use this. We needed to have something where we were in control, and we had an integration platform that would just grab all the players in the market and be able to take whatever data we would give it the integration platform. And one of the things that we had was that we wanted these high quality data easier, being able to access them in an easier way. In the old platform, we were not in control, but in the new one, the flow is much easier in a way. One of the key factors also was that the data handling from one part of the organization to another part of the organization, that was also tedious work. If one part of the organization asked for data from the other part, let's say economy wanted to have some information about metering values in a specific area of the water department, that would have a high manual impact in work. And also we were looking at that one of the suppliers we had wanted to give us new features for our customers so that they could do a lot of self-service from a portal. And that was a demand for us as well, that the integration platform could do that. So that's in a way what we asked for, what we were searching for. And just giving you an insight in the system we're looking at. On the next slide, we have the Utilihive as the man in the middle, where we have, just try to have it here with the mouse. This is our metering application for electricity. And down here we have for gas, water, wastewater. We also have a gas department, and we have manual metering change with an integration as well. Over here we have, that's our settlement solution, where the customers get an invoice, pay it. And as well, we have the Energy Data Hub. That's a data hub in Denmark where we as a supplier need to give data from our demand to the market on the next day. And over here we have the EnergyKey. That's also a KMD product, which is the partner of Greenbird in Denmark. We have the electricity grid. And down here we have water district heating and trading. And then again, web tools for consumption, but visualization. That's more or less for an internal department. When we looked searching for the vendors, well, we had an experience with KMD earlier. They are actually delivering a lot of systems for the utility sector in Denmark. And they are the local partner for Utilihive here in Denmark. And we searched for a technical solution who had this experience, and yeah, that's why we choose KMD in a way. We needed this to be suited for daily operation, but we also needed to find someone who would be there tomorrow, and not just being a small company. We needed a big player, and we needed it to be for daily operation. We needed it to be for the future. One of the other issues is that out of the box business activity monitoring, that was the main goal for us, because the old platform was a very manual platform. We need to look into files to see, do we have everything in control? Are we on goal? Is everything imported into the settlement solution and so on? And then we needed to have a dashboard. Being a big player in Denmark and wanting to grow, we needed to have a system that could make this possible for us and also grow in the future. From my point of view, technical, it's important that we had a modern architecture. In Denmark, a lot of these systems in this area are very old and native to this sector. and being able to find a solution that was newer, loosely coupled, and easy to integrate in our infrastructure. That was what we were searching for. It should also be a scalable solution, ready to use for one company, two companies, three companies. We are owned by other utilities. So we would like to say to these other utility companies that you're welcome to use the same architecture. It's a standard architecture for FIT in Denmark. So all the utilities being member of the FIT organization, well, they are able to use the same architecture. It's a standard integration solution for our customers. And then again, what we found out was that Greenbird was actually more or less the only vendor who had this utility experience. You could find a lot of other more generic integration solutions, but we needed to have someone who could talk the same language as we could. FIT is only facilitating these systems. We are not using these systems in a way. We're not developing, we're not doing anything, we're just facilitating and getting the right application to market. So that was for us very important, that we had someone with strong experience in the utilities sector. And well, the choice was Greenbird Utilihive through our KMD partner. And we had an extremely nice project together with them. Everything went okay in a way, you could say. But we also had some findings, and I'd also like to share a couple of our recommendations for you. And in a way, what we found out was that what we have now is that we are in a way in control of our integration platform. It's easy. The dashboard that we have on a daily basis, the people starting to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, it takes them, well, 5 seconds or just a glance at the dashboard, and they can see, is everything in the green? Yes, everything is in the green. And if it's not in the green, you can, in a way, in a couple of minutes, you can find out, okay, is it in water? Is it in electricity? Is it gas? Which platform is it? Can we just simply resend this data again, or whatever? We're in control, and well, we see what's going on an everyday basis, and you can actually do it from a mobile phone as well. And being a utility company, we have a 24/7 support in a way for our customers. So we need to be in control, and just some of the employees being on guard at the weekend, they can just use their mobile phone to see is everything up and in the green. What we also discovered was that we had a major reduction of internal service requests. When you can see these things in your integrations platform, are we in the green? Is it water? It's extremely quick to find the right person to get in contact with and say, oh, your system is not delivering to our platform, thus it's not going to settlement, thus we have a problem, please fix it. And then they do that. So that's a major thing for us as well. And again, the processes, they are optimized in a way that you can see it from where you get the first data. It goes from the metering, the valuing system, collection system. It goes into the MDM system. It goes from there to other systems, to a GIS systems or to a metering change system, and then ends up being settled towards the energy data hub in Denmark. So we can see the flow every day. The project was, I think it was November 22, we were up and running. Everything went on a string. It took about roughly 8 weeks from we had made the specifications and everything was go. And we had a nice hypercare period as well. And then we were up and running. And after that, we actually have made new integrations as well. One integration we did after we implemented the system at the first go was this metering change system, and that was actually done in 14 days from specification to integration up and running. And I haven't seen that quick deployment in another system. It was also an easy integration, but it just says that we're working with an integration that simply works. One of the things we found out, and that's where I have some recommendations for you, is that be sure to have all your integrations identified and have them specified extremely well. We had an internal run up before the project actually started, because we were looking into 4 departments in one company, and they all had integrations, but we need to put them together and optimize them. And that's a good thing. If you take everything up, throw it in the air, and identify all the integrations, and then find the best solution for your integration needs. And what we did was, in a way, that we wanted the business value from day one. And we actually got more than we thought we would get, because previously it was a couple of hours before you could say, oh, everything is in the green today, starting out from the morning. And today that actually just takes a couple of minutes, then you're in the green. And we haven't had one major breakdown, actually. We just had small issues, and that's not the integration platform. That's actually all the systems delivering or getting data from the integration platform. So for our needs, it's been a very stable platform as well. And then again, think the platform to serve future needs. If you have new things that you want to do in the future, think them into the integration platform as well. Maybe it's just an option to, the major project plan in a way. Then you have an option of, oh, if we could do this, that would be nice to have as well. Because it's very easy to get new things into this integration platform. And then again, you could have it. It depends on how your local partner, Greenbird, or if it's Greenbird directly. But they have a model where you have a pay-as-you-go deployment model, and thus being able to optimize your costs. So just to round it up in a way, we are extremely optimistic about this product. It suits our needs, and we're not searching for another vendor for this integration needs. That's our strategic partner, Infit. And that was our main goal, just to find a system that works. And we actually did. And I think I'll give my highest recommendations to Greenbird. And we actually also, we were not just only working with KMD in Denmark, we were actually also working directly with Greenbird on some of the specification needs and some of the more technical issues. It's just been a blast. Thank you for listening to me, and I hope that you get something out of my presentation.